Blood transfusion is a technology which was made possible when Karl Steiner discovered blood groups. And like much of modern medicine, most of blood transfusion's discovery have been developed through war, so that during the First World War, the discovery of how blood could be stored and transfused later was very important in establishing the blood bank industry. As a result of these developments, many thousands of lives have been saved when transfusions have been given in situations of great medical necessity. And as technology has improved, we have seen the development of so-called blood component therapy, whereby one donation of blood can help many patients in different diseases. These have been huge advancements and have made possible the saving of many lives. However, Professor Stephen Vamvakas and I have been pondering greatly about the current status and the future of blood transfusion, and we have noticed many matters which give us, as experienced transfusionists for many years, cause for concern. We have pondered on the way in which blood transfusion in many countries in the Western world has become strongly detached from the medical environment, so that much of the activity occurs in very large centralized blood collection and processing centers, and very little connection is made with the actual clinical areas which need to utilize the blood. This has led, in our view, to the development of a paradigm. The paradigm, as defined by Thomas Kuhn, the great American philosopher of science, is the way in which a certain nexus of arrangements become entrenched and viewed as common sense, whereas they are basically the reflection of the way things are seen and not necessarily the way things should be. In this aspect, we see blood transfusion becoming part of a paradigm which is based upon manufacture rather than upon medicine. Much of this has occurred as the result of justifiable concerns about the safety of blood, primarily through the very sad events involving AIDS and hepatitis virus transmission in the 1980s. However, the pendulum has now swung too far, and the result of the manufacturing paradigm has involved the detachment from medicine. We are therefore proposing that the new evolving field of patient blood management should pose as the new paradigm for blood transfusion, and that rather than focusing attention on the blood bank and the inventory, we should focus attention on the needs of the patient. We should specify blood components in terms of what is clinically needed, and not in terms of pharmaceutical principles which may or may not be relevant for the transfusion of blood. In other words, we want blood transfusion to start focusing again on the needs of the sick, and in this way to assume its rightful place as an essential technology and support for modern medicine.